The Gina and Matty podcast.
Let's talk money. Yesterday afternoon, the RBA cut the cash rates for the first time since November 2020. It was 13 rate hikes in a row before yesterday. We're sitting at 4.1%. What does all of that mean? Well, luckily...
You and I don't know.
No. Luckily, we've got Glenn James from the Money podcast in the studio with us this morning.
I don't know what it means either. What are you talking about?
Oh, great. Thanks for coming in, Glenn.
Thanks, guys.
Billie Eilish tickets on the way.
You're going to know more than us.
Let's unpack a little bit of that. So... inflation has gone down, so does the cash rate.
Yeah, so I think we need to know that it can mean different things to different people. We know conceptually the Reserve Bank of Australia, when the economy needs stimulating or a bit of a, attaboy, get up there, they will reduce rates because that frees money up. When things are going really good or too good, they will increase rates to slow it down. But if you're out there in listener land, the 0.25% rate drop yesterday, and these are approximate numbers on a 30-year mortgage. If you were at about 6.19%, every bank will pretty much drop the variable rate by 0.25, and they came out within about 10 seconds of the announcement yesterday.
All four big banks went straight away.
And then all the other ones, they will. Because
yeah.
a couple of things there, they want to keep out of the politics of it, and also because it was a big anticipated decision that was built up, there was no way in the world they wouldn't have done, it was just, they just couldn't.
A fait complete.
Yeah. So if you have, and we're on the Central Coast, so potentially a $600,000 mortgage, you may save about $22 per week. $700,000 mortgage, approximately $26 a week. $800,000 mortgage, $30 a week.
Yep.
If you've got $1 million mortgage and you're out where you live, Matty, you might be saving, I don't even know where you live. $37 a week. So
saving over $1,000 a year, even on that average mortgage of $600,000, it's about $1,000 a year, something like that.
I will say, once, probably within the month, the banks, they say they will reduce the rate. They will say, we're reducing it, but it'll happen on this date. What you need to do, most banks and lenders, they won't automatically reduce your automatic repayment. So just call them up and say, I want to go back to the minimum, and then they will take the less amount out.
Or keep paying the same and knock your house down.
My mortgage, I'll just keep paying the same.
Yeah.
Because really, I'm not going to notice, $20 a week or whatever it is. So that's just a judgment call for people. Now, the other side of the coin, if you've got savings, okay, so if you
retirees and stuff.
Yeah, retirees, or even if you've got $10,000 in your bank.
Yeah.
And, the bank reduced the interest that was paid by 0.25%, you're only saving $25 a year. Well, not saving, rather. You're getting $25 a year less from interest.
Right. So that's like a term deposit account or something like that.
Or just your regular online savings account.
Right, okay.
So those rates will likely drop.
Yeah.
It's funny, when rates were increasing, the savings rates were really slow to increase.
Yes.
But they'll drop. So I think in terms of, if this was a segment on what can you say to the RBA that you can say in the bedroom, you might say, when does it go down? Or how long is this going on for?
Will you be doing this again?
Yeah, that's right. Or how does it work? Look, the markets have factored in that there may be another 2 drops towards the end of the year.
Okay.
However, the governor of the Reserve Bank yesterday came out and said, chill out, everyone. Let's just day at a time here.
Yeah, but they always do that.
Yeah, I've never met an optimistic economist.
No.
They'll always say things like headwinds and,
dance around it.
Yeah, so...
And if we behave ourselves and we don't spend too much, they put it back on us again, even though government spending influences inflation more than anything else. But
yeah, and so I think hugely it's... we were talking before we pressed, go after the One Direction song, and, the politics will say, look what we've done, we've got rates. It's completely independent.
So it has nothing to do. So the cynic in me goes, there's a federal election coming up in a few months. Oh, look, for the first time in almost 5 years.
Yeah, so that's the messaging that they will use, the government.
Yeah.
However, this would have happened regardless who was in power. And Albanese will probably go to Government House within the next couple of weeks, maybe even on the weekend, and call an election to ride this positivity wave.
Yeah. And just quickly, house prices. Does this mean the house prices are going to spike again?
I don't think so. I'm not an economist. I'm barely anything. But I think, we should, generally speaking, when rates go down, there will be a little bit more optimism.
Confidence in buyers.
Yeah. So I don't think there'll be any huge change in the next 10 minutes, but...
Because when you break it down, it's not that much. Yeah, but
we've got to remember, the 30-year average for the cash rate is about 3.88%.
Yeah.
And we're at 4.1 now. So we're pretty much normal in terms of the average.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Right.
Well, that makes it a hell of a lot clearer than what I could have done. I don't know about you, G, but that makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Mate, we could talk for ages. I've got some questions for you around maybe investing for kids, and there's a whole lot of apps that are floating around about whether or not you should get your kids into, putting their money into stocks and shares. We don't have time for that today, but will you come back?
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
In a couple of weeks and we can unpack
if you ever
that?
want to Google Glenn James 6 Ways to Invest for Kids, I've got a big article. There's some podcast. It can be complex really fast, but let's come back next fortnight and we'll answer some questions.
Gina and Matty.
How are you going? Because you are a dog nan, as I like. As much as you resist that
I want
term.
to be auntie, but I'm a
Your boy Jackie has brought a dog home, so it's not a baby, a dog.
Yeah, his girlfriend has the cutest dog. Oh my God, a little sausage. Has the most beautiful personality.
A dog nan.
In-law.
A dog nan in-law.
And I love him. I am in love. We haven't had a dog since Jackie was little, and oh my God, he's so cute.
Bear.
But he doesn't look like Bear. He's because Bear. He's not bear-like. And he doesn't look like a teddy bear either, because he's a sausage. He's a sausage dog. He looks more like a Maurice or something.
Woo woo. It's a joke for two people. So I knew. That's you and me. I knew a sausage dog that was called Chorizo once, and I thought that was such a good name.
That's
such a good name for the dog.
Yeah, I like that.
And
Frank.
So good.
The Gina and Matty Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.